First time I heard about Pinterest, I was actually chatting with a friend who used it, and she was telling me about, we were talking about scrapbooking, and she just randomly said to me, "Oh, do you use Pinterest? You'll absolutely love it." Didn't think much of it at the time, and then when I was starting to do my son's bedroom, I suddenly thought, oh, do you know what? Bored with all these magazines, and moved on to using it and been hooked ever since. For Edison's bedroom, got all the ideas, paint colours, etc., and I landed up finding some amazing websites through Pinterest. Probably never would have found them any other way, but I bought a few pictures for his room. So yeah, it was great finding these shops that I wouldn't have known about otherwise. In the past, I'd spent hundreds of pounds on magazines, which you might take 2 pages out of. That gets discarded and you probably don't look at it again, whereas this has just transformed to getting ideas for me. When I'm looking for ideas to cook, quite often I'll go with Adelia Smith, for example, or Jamie Oliver, because I know their recipes and go straight to their website. But often, for example, I have people over and I think, oh, I'm going to do Mexican tonight. Without having any idea of what I'm going to do, quite often I find I'll go straight to Pinterest because it gives you more definite tried recipes, or it feels that way anyway, and it kind of pulls together all the different ideas, and I always find I come out with what I need at the end. And it's an easy way to store different recipes in one place, because quite often you could have one dish from one website, another dish from another website. You spend hours searching, so it's useful just putting it all together. Well, Amber and Edison's birthdays are all in the same week, so they were going to share a party, and one of the key things for Amber was as long as they had different cakes. So we sat down together and chose some cakes. It was just handy having them all together, not having to flick through websites. So when she's with me, we could just scroll through, and she quite enjoyed doing that herself, and then want that one, mummy. So it just made it so much easier. I have to really steal some time using Pinterest. So if I'm at soft play with the kids and they're happily playing, I'll get my phone out, use of half an hour here, half an hour there. There will be the odd evening where I'll sit down and I think, oh, I need to search for something. I might sit for, thinking it'll be an hour, lands up being 2 or 3 hours, time just flies. But it could be anything from sitting for ages planned or stealing a minute here, a minute there. I don't often get time to go shopping with the kids, and obviously living quite far out of London, but I follow Abroad Anthropology, for example, and can see what's coming out, what's new, what's in season. And it's easy for me that way, and then I can always order things online. So I've got a fashion board. I've also got a drawing board, so things I'd like to eventually one day draw for myself. They're all my ideas, whether I ever get to it or not, it's my ideal, what I'd like to do.